So JD did take the stand, and rather early. I honestly thought that they were going to save that for the end, and it would have made sense because AH's team would have used up all of their time. They really wouldn't have had any time to cross him. Maybe a few minutes, that would have been it. So I'm surprised they went early. Now, I'm making this video before the cross-examination happens. I'm guessing they're going to eat up a lot of their time on cross, leaving them almost nothing for the rest of the time. And JD has a lot of time left. His lawyers will be able to pretty much just talk nonstop, and AH's team will have nothing. They also seem to have lost the TMZ emergency motion. So it does look like that employee will testify. But I wanted to focus on the testimony that JD gave a little bit because there was some really good stuff in there. Where he talked about his ex-business manager and how that guy screwed him over. Now, I think one of the important things to talk about real quick, that TMZ video that's going to get mentioned today, from what I understand, Mr. Joe Mandel, the man that JD is going to reference in this clip, him and that ex-lawyer of his stole about $650 million from him. So I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure that clip that likes to throw around of him banging cabinets, that was when he found out he lost $650 million. And I'm sorry, don't tell me you wouldn't be upset if you just found out a large portion of your savings was ripped off from you by someone you thought you could trust. Listen to what he has to say here.
Had been embezzling quite a lot of money, so I had to
hundreds of millions.
All of it was it 650?
And he and my lawyer of 17 and a half years, as they were in cahoots, as it were.
Jeez.
And yep. So yes, Joel Mandel is, and they settled their case with me. They made their settlement. But yes, that was a very, Joel Mandel is a very bitter man who ended up with a lot of.
Also, there's a lot of talk about charity. said she's pledged lots of charity. She wants it known that she's done it too, because she wants it for clout. I'd like you to listen to what he had to say about giving to charity and why he does it, and going to children's hospitals, and how he doesn't want his name associated because it's not the name that should matter. It's the donation that should matter. And how he's not looking for any clout for it. But then in contrast, you look at who's like, I pledged all the money away. Didn't donate it. Just wanted the clout. Doesn't actually want to donate the money at all. Never will, by the way. That children's hospital and the ACLU are never going to see that money that she pledged. It's never going to get donated, ever. But listen to this.
My response to that is Mr. Mandel is a very bitter man. And one thing about that, myself personally, with regard to charity donations, sending money to a charity, I prefer, I would rather that my name were not on it. I don't want the name to be the important thing or the thing that people talk about. So when I donate money, I donate without my name being involved, because I don't see that that's important, my name being there in terms of money. Now, if I am able to visit hospitals, or if I'm able to meet with Make-A-Wish children, I have held on to the relationships that I've held on to within the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Children's Hospital and various other places. Then obviously my name is involved. When we held premieres in Leicester Square for several films, Charlie and the
Objection, Your Honor.
Chocolate Factory.
Again, beyond the scope of his response to Mr.
Is it?
Mandel's testimony.
It's a pretty big difference, in my opinion. Pretty big difference. So his time on the stand wasn't very long, to be honest. I thought they would have kept him on there a lot longer. Cross will probably take up a significant amount of time, but when he was on the stand, he wasn't on there long, but it was very effective. And I thought the way he closed was very effective. He talked about how over the past couple of years that this whole thing has had a tremendous weight on him. And he's just glad that he's here and he's getting the truth out. And win or lose, all he wanted to do was get the truth out there. And I think he's done that. But listen to this. It's really good testimony.
What has it been like for you to listen to Ms. Heard's testimony at this trial?
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
Oh, overruled.
Judge wants to hear it too.
Well, she's lied about me constantly. It's horrible.
Insane.
That's the clip.
It's insane to hear heinous
Defamatory.
accusations of violence, sexual violence, that she's attributed to me, that she's accused me of. I don't think anyone enjoys having to split themselves open and tell the truth. But there are times when one just simply has to, because it's gotten out of control. Horrible. Ridiculous, humiliating, ludicrous, painful, savage, unimaginably brutal, cruel, and all false. All false. I wanted no human being is perfect, certainly not. None of us. But I have never in my life committed sexual battery, physical abuse, all these outlandish, outrageous stories of me committing these things and living with it for 6 years and waiting to be able to bring the truth out. So this is not easy for any of us. I know that. But no matter what happens, I did get here. and I did tell the truth, and I have spoken up for what I've been carrying on my back reluctantly for 6 years.
So, really powerful stuff, in my opinion. And, you know, this could happen to anyone, especially a man. And it's really important, you know, that male victims get a little shine here. And I think that for once they are. And I also feel bad for real women that have gone through things and they have to deal with someone like AH who makes them look bad, and they know it. And that's why there's so many women on his side. And the media chooses to ignore that, by the way. They don't want to put any light on that. Think about that. All the women out there, the women watching this video, think about the fact that they don't want to represent you and your thoughts in this, how they just ignore you and why you don't like AH. It's really messed up, isn't it? Isn't it messed up also that just saying that men have rights too and stuff, that's considered some kind of dog whistle? Isn't that awful? Anyway, we'll see how things go. We got one more full day. Let me know what you guys think. How do you feel things are going? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Small things you can do to help the channel. Make sure you still subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. They're usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.